This has to be my favorite brownie recipe. It's milky, it's sweet, it's chewy. I tried this recipe once and since then I've never made another. First thing, you need about 113 grams of butter, and I'm just measuring it in the pan because we're making browned butter. So heat on medium, medium high, and you basically need to melt the butter in the pan and let it boil for a while. After like 3 minutes it starts to get brown, and you really need to make sure you stir and scrape the bottom, because if you don't, the milk solids will stick to the bottom and burn. So here you can see that I'm getting some brown bits sticking to the bottom. So scrape that off, give it another minute or so, and when it smells really nice and nutty, turn off the heat, or if you're on gas, just put it on low. And you want to add half a cup of cocoa powder. Mix it in and let it cook for a bit, and this is called blooming the cocoa, and this is supposed to intensify the aroma and flavor. So about 2 minutes later, a cup of icing sugar goes in, and at this point you want it off the heat. Then the secret ingredient is a whole can of sweetened condensed milk. It really makes the brownies taste so nice and milky, and it adds to the sweetness and the chewy textures. Anyways, that goes in and you whisk it through, and don't forget your vanilla. And if you're a Muslim, remember, a lot of vanilla extract has ethanol in it, which is haram to consume. Alright, now a pinch or two of salt, and if you want, you can even add some coffee. I added Nescafe Gold. Remember to preheat your oven. It needs to be at 160°C or 325 Fahrenheit. Just let it heat up for like 10-15 minutes, and now the flour. You add 3/4 of a cup of flour, mix it in, and then 1 egg yolk. This is also optional, but here I've got about 100 grams of dark chocolate. Cut that up and add it in. We're doing this last because the batter is cooler now, and that means the chocolate won't just, melt into it. Please guys, add parchment paper and grease it, guys. This batter is so sticky that if you don't grease the paper, you're just gonna have to eat the paper because, you will not peel it off, right? So just use a brush and grease it off. Anyways, now you add your batter and wipe anything that gets on the sides, and that goes in the oven for about 30 minutes or so. So just take them out when a skewer or knife is mostly clean. So mine were in for about 40 minutes, but that may have actually been too much. And now if you want, you can salt them as well. I really like a bit of flaky salt on my brownies, but that's optional. And boom, you cut them up, serve, and now you've got your brownies. You see